Hello students, how are you all? I hope you are doing great. So today we'll start with the further part. Till last class we have done half part exercise, your maximum and minima. For exercise 6.5, we'll move the further. See, in this problem, it is easy also. A bit you might feel the concept is confusing because you will be like from where to start, where not to start. It is very easy, as I've said you first, always I've said you in every problem, first write the given, read the question and see what they have given, because something or the other thing they'll be giving only, okay? In every part I'm telling. Now in this particular what I'm telling you is, first see what it is given, then see what they have said you to find out, okay? And accordingly what to find out, accordingly maximum or minimum. So how you have to do these problems, you know it, right? First write the given, find its first derivative, equate it to 0, okay? After that go for the second derivative. Second derivative, if you get variables, okay, if there x is there in that, then from first variable you'll get 2 points or 3 points, you'll get points, right? After that you will put that points in your second derivative and check it, checking what the nature how, if it is positive, if it is negative, because we want to know maximum or minimum. Based on that we find the function is maximum or minimum. If you get maximum, minimum, then what all points you had checked in your second derivative, that same points directly in function you'll put. Yes, you'll put in the function and you'll find the value of it. That's it. It is just a simple, you have to solve. Listen, if you don't get a variable, in some problems I've shown you, I have directly done first derivative, second derivative I didn't do, what points we were getting in first derivative directly we have put in function. Some problems will be like that, where you can directly put in the function, because they are asking just maximum and maximum value. So no need of going for second derivative. Second derivative for your local maximum, local minimum, your absolute maximum, absolute minimum, even in a few absolute maximum, minimum, it's not so used. I hope this much it is clear for you how you have to do. Now we have taken 13th question. Find two numbers whose sum is 24 and whose product is as large. Yes, it is okay. Product is as large as possible. So as I've said you, first see what given they have given. See, given they have given whose sum is 24, means two numbers whose sum is 24. So I've written given sum of two numbers is 24. What they have said, find what? Two numbers. So we have to find, along with that what they have given, whose product is as large as possible. Large means obvious maximum, so product of these two numbers is maximum. This thing they have given. So they are telling us to find two numbers. So how we will do? Let the first number is equal to x, let the second number is equal to y. They have given a sum of two numbers. Sum means what? Sum andre yavaglu ಏನು ಇರ್ತದೆ? Sum andre addition alva. So how we will do? X plus y is equal to 24. X plus y is equal to 24, and again they have given a c whose product is as large as possible. Product they have given, right here they have mentioned product, which means xy, this is xy. So this I can take as this product they are telling maximum, okay, just keep, I can take let f is equal to xy, okay, let f is equal to xy. You can take anything, I'm taking f because we have done function taking f and all. So from here you see, if I got xy, here you have a relation x plus y is equal to 24. From here either you can find your x value or y value. How? X if you keep, you'll get 24 minus y as your x value. If you want to find y value, it will be 24 minus x, right? So from here I will take y value, y as 24 minus x. So this I'll substitute here, okay, this if I want, I'll take it as 1, substituting y value from 1. So how I'll get f is equal to x, y value is what? 24 minus x. Either you can do for x, you can take, okay, it is left to you, not like you have to take as how I have taken. So you can do any method, it is left on you until and unless you get the proper solution. That's it. So we are multiplying 24 into x is 24x minus x into x is x square. So you have got f. Our next step is what? Differentiating, right? First derivative. So it will be what? df by dx. So df by dx, how it will be? 24, differentiation of x is 1, x square is 2x, right? X raised to n form it is x raised to n, which is n into x raised to n minus 1. So we have got a differentiation. Now what we have to do? You have to equate it to 0, right? You have to equate it to 0. F dash of, which is our f dash of x. Same, right? Our f dash of df of dx means what? F dash of x, we are equating it. So what we will get? F dash of x is what? 24 minus 2x. 24 minus 2x equal to 0. Find your x value. Simple. So here all I am doing, okay? I have so much space. So if I take mine 2x the other side, so both positive I'll get. So x will be 24 by 2, which is 2 ones are 2 12s are. So x value you get 12. So I am getting x value. See, in a question they have said find two numbers. Here already x value you have got, and here you have a relation. So put your x value and find y value also. So what they have said us to find, you'll get that solution. Yes. So x plus y is equal to 24. I have substituted x value. You have got your y value. Next is what it is telling, product is large as possible, which means it is maximum. So how we have to see whether it is maximum or no? We need our double differentiation, right? So our f dash of x, we had 24 minus 2x. So again we will differentiate it, double differentiation. 24 differentiation is 0, minus 2 differentiation of x is 1. So therefore f dash of x you are getting minus 2. So from this it is clear, because the nature is negative. So the function is maximum, right? Function is maximum. Therefore you can write, so at last write your sentence as your f double dash of x is negative, thus f is maximum when x is equal to 12, y is equal to 12. I hope this problem is clear for you all. Pause the video to note it down. It is very simple. So we'll see next question. 17th one. A square piece of tin of side 18 cm is to be made into a box without top by cutting a square from each corner and folding up the flaps to form the box. What should be the side of the square to be cut off so that the volume of the box is the maximum possible? What they are telling you, square piece, yes, so I have taken a square piece, I have just drawn it, of tin, whatever, of side 18 cm. Now square, all sides will be equal, right? In a square all sides are equal, okay. Is to be made into a box without top. How it should be made? By cutting a square from each corner. See, from this each corner you have to cut a square, like a corners of the square. You have to cut this from your square, just your last part, your corner part of a square only. Means this sides they are asking, folding up the flaps and form the box. What should be the side of the square? What should be side of the square? To be cut off, which means which we have cut off, that only they are asking us, right? See, we took a square, then cut the corners. Cut the corners of that square sheet or square piece. And obvious it is your square, so it will be same, sides will be the same, equal it will be, right? And when you are cutting the corners, this also in square shape you have to cut, in square shape only cut the corners. So they are asking this side only, and we don't know this side, obvious this dimension only we don't know, so we'll take as x itself. Okay, if this side is x, this side is also x, right? This side is x, this side is x, because this you are cutting. This is x means this is x, this is x means this is x. So see, when you cut, you'll get somewhat like this paper, right? You'll get somewhat like this, right? See, when you cut this corners, the corners is cut, right? If you want, you try it. You can take a sheet and then you'll understand properly. Then what they're telling, this flops, just fold it, this flaps, which is when you fold you get a cuboid, okay, where your about top is open, it is not closed. When you fold this to this, when you fold you'll get a cuboid where your top is it is not covered. So they're telling that only, without a top, by cutting a square from each corner and folding up the flaps of the to form the box. Understood what they're telling? Take a paper, cut your corners in square shape, flaps it, okay, fold that flaps and make it a cuboid, and that only they're asking the volume of the box, the whole volume they are asking. Okay, see. Now this is the paper you'll get. Okay, this is your 18 centimeter. See here, this is your whole 18. This you have cut, this you have cut. This was how much we had taken, x. This was your x. So this is your length part. Yes, your length is 18, and again you have cut, this means minus x, 2x, right? 18 minus 2x. So your length will be what? 18 minus 2x. Your whole part is 18, but in that you have cut. This corner you have cut and this corner you have cut. This corner we have taken x, means this also x. So x plus x is 2x. So 18 minus 2x is your length. Now comes your breadth. This is your breadth. Breadth also same what you had 18. Here also x. This dimension you have taken as x. This also x. So breadth also will be same, 18 minus 2x. Then comes height. Height is what? This only, right? This is the height. So what you have taken, the paper cutting, this is x, right? Obvious, this will be your, see here also it is the same. So your height is x. Because they have said as volume, so for volume, length, breadth, height, 3 also we need, and we have calculated our length, breadth, height. And what is our volume formula? Length into breadth into height. So V is equal to length into breadth into height. So whatever we have taken the relations, just write it down. Substitute your L, B, H. What we L is your 18 minus 2x, B is your 18 minus 2x, and your H is x. So here 18 minus 2x, have taken 18 minus 2x the whole square into x. Next what you have to do, find the derivative, right? First derivative, second derivative, and check the nature and find out what they're telling, so that the volume of the box is maximum possible. Okay, so we'll find the derivative. See, it is 18 minus 2x the whole square, so x raised to n form I'll take, and even chain rule you have to apply here, interior. Either you can do like this, or if you want to open up the bracket and make it a single polynomial, so you can do like multiplying. First apply here a minus b the whole square formula, and then multiply with each thing. However, here see, it is 1, 2, means you are applying UV rule. UV is how? First keep your u, differentiate your v, then keep your v, differentiate your u. This is your UV rule, right? So we are applying the same. First here also you will be having 2. Here it is x raised to n, and again interior chain rule. Okay, so let's do. If I take u, this v, we will do. Keeping u constant, v is your x differentiation is 1. Then comes plus, keeping your x, differentiating your u, it is 18 minus 2x the whole square. So first x raised to n is n, x raised to n minus 1, 2 minus 1 is 1. Again interior differentiation you have to do, I have said you, because here x variable is there, chain rule you have to apply. So minus 2 into x, 2, differentiation of x is 1. So from this both I can take 18 minus 2x common, right? So 18 minus 2x I'll be left with 18 minus 2x, and here I have minus 2 to the 4 and x. Yes, I'll get like this. So I am having 18 minus 2x one part, and here 18 minus 2 minus 4 is 6x. So you have got your dv by dx. Next what you have to do? You have to equate it to 0, right? So therefore dv by dx equal to 0. What is your dv by dx? 18 minus 2x into 18 minus 6x equal to 0. After coming this, equating each product rule to 0, right? Each product separately to 0. So 18 minus 2x equal to 0 and 18 minus 6x equal to 0. So what you will get? 2x is equal to 18. Okay, 2x is equal to 18, so x you will get 9, and here 6x is equal to 18, here x you will get 6 3 is 18, so 3. Now here you see I have got x value as 9 and x value as 3. Two values you have got, but you have to take only one because only x part you have cut. Now you see in this I'll reject 9th one. I don't want x is equal to 9. I'm rejecting this. Why I'm rejecting? You see, this whole length is how much? Whole paper is 18, right? So if I take x is equal to 3, now this x is equal to x is equal to 9. If I take, it is 18 only. If I cut 9, what will be remaining? This middle, what it will be remaining? Nothing, right? Because 9 plus 9 is 18 only. So I'm not taking 9 and I'm taking 3. So if I cut here 3, there you can be remaining, right? 18 minus here 3, if I cut, then there will be something remaining. If my whole is 18 only and side corners 9, if I cut, where your whole 18 only, if you cut 9 plus 9 is 18 only, the whole paper only will go, right? So I'm rejecting 9 and I'm taking x is equal to 3. Now we'll put double differentiation, put the value 3 and check the nature, right? So we have to check again our double differentiation. So 18 minus 2x, 18 minus 6, right? We have the same. Here again applying your product rule, u into v. First keep your u as it is. Differentiating your v, 18 is a constant, it will be 0 and you will be having minus 6. Differentiation of x is 1. Okay, plus keeping your v as it is, 18 minus 6 is differentiating your u. 18 it is constant, so 0, and you will be left with minus 2, right? So this is your d2v by dx square. So you get minus 6 of 18 minus 2x and minus 2 of 18 minus 6x. Okay. After coming here, see, from this you don't understand, right, whether it is maximum or minimum. So for that case, what we will do, we'll substitute our x value. So d2v by dx square at x is equal to 3. So substitute x is equal to 3. See, you are just confirmed with the sign. Yes, we are just what we'll tell. We just want the sign because we have to check maximum minimum. We don't want our value exactly. So just we will check our sign. If you want, you can write the value. That's no any issue. But we are concerned only with the sign, right? Considering that only, we check whether it is maximum minimum. So here already minus 6 is there. Here 18 minus, if we take here, you will get positive into negative, you will get. Here also minus 2 is there. 18 minus, this will be your 0. Because if you take here 3, 6 3s are 18, on 18 minus 18 0. So this term will go only. Here 2 3s are 6, you will get 18 minus 6. So positive you will get, but positive into negative you will get. So at the end you will get negative. Whatever the value is, it will be in negative. So the function is maximum, right? Function is maximum. Therefore d2y by dx square is negative. Thus the volume is maximum when x is equal to 3. So what they were asking, what should be the side of the square to be cut off so that the volume of the box is the maximum possible box. So to make that a box a maximum, you have to cut the side as only 3 centimeters. Okay, from that 18 centimeter of your cuboid, the sides to make it a cuboid, from that piece you have to just cut the 3 centimeters from both the side, which means x plus x, which means 3 plus 3 9 centimeter. Okay, I hope this is clear for you. Pause the video to note it down, students. So we are seeing 21st question. Of all the closed cylindrical cans, right circular, of a given volume of 100 cubic centimeters, find the dimensions of the can which has the minimum surface area. So again I am telling you, from your 13th question, I am telling you how you have to solve these questions, where if you don't understand. First, see, there are 3 methods, 3 steps I have said you. First, see what they have given. First check what they have given, write that part. Then check what they have said you to find. Okay, write that part. Then what they are telling you to make minimum or maximum, check that part. Then it will be clear for you. Here given, here they have given volume it is given. Find what they are telling to find the dimensions of the can they are telling, and they are telling us to minimum surface. The surface we have to show it as a minimum. Okay, after this it will be clear for you. they are telling closed cylindrical, right circular, okay, your right circular cylindrical, what they have given, volume they have said, okay, 100 centimeters cube. You have to find dimension, means r and h, right, height and your radius, you have to find it. So before surface area, so surface area formula we have, see, until and unless they don't give you curved surface, you have to take your total surface area formula. What is total surface area formula? 2 pi RH plus 2 pi r square, right? So you have got this. After this, what you have to do? You have to find your ds by dr, right? Means whatever. You have to find the derivative, right? First derivative equated to 0, then find the second derivative, then checking the nature, right? You have to do in the such way. But here you see, you have RH, both the terms you have, and differentiating, how we differentiate, consider only one function. Differentiation ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು just one function consider ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, but ಇಲ್ಲಿ r ಸಹ ಇದೆ, h ಸಹ ಇದೆ. So what we will do, we will see what they have given. With the help of that, we will turn one function into the other. Like how, see, you have volume is equal to 100 they have given, and volume we know it is pi r square h, right? Volume is what? Pi r square h, which is equal to 100. Now either convert your h or your r, it is depending on you. I'll convert into h. H value I'll get, h is equal to what? 100 divided by pi r square, right? So this h value I'll substitute in this. It will be very easy. See, if you can take for r also you can do, but here r two values are there. Instead of that, only h single is there, so we can substitute for h. So what we'll get? 2 pi r, h value is what? 100 by pi r square plus 2 pi r square. Okay, so from here pi get cancels, here 1 r and 1 r get cancels. So you're having 2 into 100 is 200, and here r is there, plus here you have 2 pi r square. So now we are differentiating with respect to r, because only one function is there, so obvious we will differentiate with respect to that. ds by dr, 200 keep here, this will be what? 1 by r, and differentiation of 1 by r will be what? 1 by x is what? Minus 1 by x square. In the same way, differentiation of this will be, here I am taking minus 1 by r square, right? Now here plus 2 pi is constant, keep as it is. Differentiation of r square is what? 2 r, right? It is x raised to n form. X raised to n is n into x raised to n minus 1. So what you get? Minus 200 pi r square plus 2 to the 4 pi r. So you have got your ds by dr. Now equating it to 0. So ds by dr is equal to 0. What is this? It is, sorry, minus 200 by r square plus 4 pi r equal to 0. Next, what will you take your 4 pi to the other side? You'll get minus 4 pi. So your this minus get cancels. So you'll be having r square cross multiply. So you'll be having 200 is equal to 4 pi r square into r is r cube. You have to find our r, right? So r cube, I'm just keeping here, 200 divided by 4 pi. So 4 1s are 4 5s are 20 and 0. So you'll get r as 50 by pi. See, here it is r cube. So when your cube goes to the other side, it becomes 1 by 3. Okay, this you have learnt it. When you're finding r, when it goes here, means it becomes 1 by 3. So r value you have got as 50 by pi, and this only they had asked, right? They had asked the dimensions. R value you have got. They have said to find you h also, right? See, now how we have solved the problems. In your first derivative only, we are getting what they are asking us, means what to find some numbers and all. Means one number if you have got, means other part also we are doing here only. You can do like this, or if you want after last also you can do, either way, but here it is convincible, right? So r you have got, we will go for h. If you want, you can solve this or you can keep it as it is. So h, we have h is equal to 100 by pi r square. So 100 pi, here it is r square, okay? Your r is what? 50 by pi raised to 1 by 3, but here square it is, okay? So here 2, see, 1 by 3 raised to square means 2 into 1, right? This is 1 only. 2 into 1 is 1. So this become 2 by 3. So directly I have written 2 into 2 by 3. And again I have breaked my 100, like 2 into 50 pi. Why? Because here 50 is there, so that it will be easy. You can make it as a one term. 50 raised to 2 by 3 by pi raised to 2 by 3. Now calculating, your base is same, means you have to subtract your powers. Here also your base is same, so subtract your power, it is in the denominator. So 2 into what it becomes, 50 raised to, here it is what, 1. 1 minus 2 by 3, do it. So how you will get here 1, it is 1 minus 2 by 3, you will get 1 by 3 divided by, even here pi raised to what, 1. 1 minus 2 by 3, it is again 1 by 3. So h what you will get, 2 into say 50 by pi raised to 1 by 3, right? This is your h value. I hope it is clear for you. So you have got h value, you have got r value. Second step we have cleared, like what they had said you to find, we have done. Now they are telling your surface to be minimum, whether it will be minimum. So for to show that, we need our double differentiation, right? So first we will consider a single, what it is, minus 200 by r square plus 4 pi by r. So we will find our double differentiation, that is d2s by dr square. In the same way, minus 200, keep it, it will be 1 by r square, right? 1 by r square differentiation will be what? Minus 2 by r cube, right? Minus 2 by r cube. So this will be, here shall I write, minus 2 by r cube plus again 4 pi, differentiation of r is 1. Your differentiation of r is 1. Next, minus into minus plus, 2 into 200 is 400 by r cube plus 4 pi. Yes, see, after coming here like this, so we don't understand, so we have to substitute our r value. So d2s by dr square at your r value. What is your r value? It is, here you write r is equal to 50 by pi raised to 1 by 3. See, as I have said you, we are just concerned with our nature of the sign, that's it. We don't want exact our value. So it is, r is 50 by 3, okay, 50 by 3, just a second. So 50 upon 1 by 3, and this whole is what, cube, plus 4 pi, so here what you get, 3 get cancels, right? So as usual you will be having only 400 by 50 by pi plus 4 pi, but we are concerned with the nature as usual. Now here you see, seeing this only you will understand it is positive. Why? Because this sign is positive and this is positive, so anything you do here you will get positive. Even here if you get, it is positive, and this function is also positive, so whatever you do you are getting positive. So your nature is positive. So at the last you can write as your d2s square. If it is positive means function is minimum, right? Function is minimum. So we have written our last sentence as d2s by dr square is positive, surface area is maximum at your r and h value. Okay, I hope this much it is clear for you. Now heading towards our next question, 26th one. Show that semi-vertical angle of right circular cone of given surface area and maximum volume is sine inverse 1 by 3. So they are telling semi-vertical angle of right circular cone. So I have done semi-vertical angle of right circular cone. Okay, what they have given surface area and a maximum volume is sine inverse of 1 by root 3, which means now here it is, I have just drawn your theta. They have given what, sine inverse 1 by 3. Okay, you have to find your h and r of your, and a volume you have to maximize. So everything I have written. Surface area, they are telling given surface area. So surface area we have taken it as k because they have said they have given, and theta is sine inverse 1 by 3. What they are telling, volume to maximize. So to find, you have to find this RH. If you want, right here, to find RH, yes, to find this, and volume you have to maximize, and they have given surface area, they have given theta. Volume formula is what, of your right circular cone? It is 1 by 3 pi r square h. So to find from here, we need RH to any values we need. So from where we will find out, from our surface area given. Surface area is what, pi rl plus pi r square. So I have written your surface area. We know that surface area given it is, so we have taken as k pi r l plus pi r square. From here easily which value we can find? We can find L, right? L is equal to k, if you take it becomes minus pi r square and this becomes pi r, so L. But you see in your volume there is no L, right? You have to find either r or h. So we'll go for the formula L square is equal to r square plus h square, right? You have this formula. So substitute your L value and find out your h, because here also you have r, here also r is there, here also r is there. So better we find for our h value here, then substituting in this. So when you get h, after that you will get r also, simple. So putting in this here formula L square is equal to r square per h square. So put your L value, what it is, k minus pi r square by pi r. Do it like this, it will be helpful for you. Okay, so I have substituted here L is equal to r square h square. So we will find our h value. So what I have taken, r square taking to the other side. Now here you see k minus pi r square whole square and pi square r square. This also squaring, because square for both it is, so this square it becomes. After coming here, taking your LCM, what it is, pi square r square. Coming here, taking LCM, right, of this both. So here it becomes pi square and r raised to 4. K minus pi r square whole square. Split it, a minus b the whole square. So you get a square plus b square minus 2ab minus this LCM you have taken. So pi square r, here square is there already, and this also r square, so it becomes r raised to 4 equal to h square whole divided by pi square r square, right, because LCM you have taken. Now here you see plus pi square r square minus pi square r raised to 4 get cancels. You will be left with k square minus 2k pi r square whole divided by pi square r square is equal to h square. Yes, you are left with this. Here you see h value you will get in a square root. So instead of doing that, what we will do, we will directly square our volume given, right? Either way it will be same. If you put here h, it will be in a square root form. That's it, simple. So what we are doing, volume, because from here only we have to substitute, right? So squaring on both the sides, so what you get, v square 1 by 9 pi square r raised to 4 h square, right? Now we will put our h square value. So you have pi square by 9 r raised to 4, and your h square value, what you have got, k square minus 2k pi r square whole divided by pi square r square. So from here pi square get cancels, here r square, so here remaining is what, r square. So you have a v square is equal to r square, and into this you can multiply your r square. So you have multiplied here, r square remains, right? So r square into k square minus 2k pi r raised to 4. See this v square we can take whole as a t only. It will be easy because we have to differentiate it, right? So 1 by 9 you have k square r square minus 2k pi r raised to 4, because you have to differentiate it. So we will find dt by dr. See 1 by 9, keep it as it is because it is constant. Keep your 1 by 9 as it is. Now here your k square is constant, keep is differentiating r square, right, because the function is here r, we are differentiating with respect to r. So r square, which is x raised to n form, r square will be 2r minus here 2k pi is all constant, keep it as it is. R raised to 4 will be 4r cube, right? 4r cube you have got. Now what you have to do, you have to equate it to 0. So what you will get, d2 by dr 1 by 9 2k square r minus 4 to the 8k pi r cube. You have to equate it to 0. So I have done, what is your dt by dr, write it equal to 0. When you take cross multiply this 9 equal to 0, so you will be left with only 2k square r minus 8k pi r cube equal to 0. Take it to the right hand side, so you will be having 2k square r is equal to 8k pi r cube. So here you can see 2 1s are 2 4s are 1k with your 1k get cancels, 1r with your 1r get cancels. So here you are having k is left, here 4, you have pi and you have r square, right? But we want the value of r. So to find the value of r, it will be root only, right? So you have got your r is equal to root by 2 root pi. Here what they have said you, to show that theta is sine inverse 1 by 3. So your sine theta we have to show this, right? This you have to show. Again you have to find this also. How is the sin theta given? Sin theta is equal to perpendicular by hypotenuse, right? This is your perpendicular, you can take this your hypotenuse, so it is r by l, right? It is r by l. This is on your right angle triangle, right? Like this you can take as a your hypotenuse, this is your base and this is your perpendicular, right? From your right angle triangle we are considering, so r by l. From here we'll substitute your r value, we'll substitute your l value and we'll find out. So to find your theta we have to put your r and k value. See, r it is in the form of k terms, right? So l also will get in the same term. L we have got here already, right? K minus pi r square by pi r. So we'll substitute our r value. So what you have got, L is equal to k minus pi r square whole divided by pi r. K minus, keep your pi as it is, substitute your r square value, it is k by 4 pi whole divided by pi into r value is what? Root k by 2 into root pi. So this pi get cancels. You'll be having k minus, so you are having k minus k by 4 whole divided by pi into root k by 2 root pi. So I'll take LCM as 4, yes, then 4k minus k is, you'll get 3k by 4 whole divided by root k. See, here it is pi, so pi how you can write? When it is single term in root, it will be root pi into root pi is your pi, right? So here I have splitted it the same, so one root pi and one root pi get cancels. Here one root pi and one root pi get cancels, you will be having here one root pi. See, pi is written as root pi whole divided by root pi. If you have one root pi get cancels out. Okay, so the same 3k by 4 whole divided by root k into root pi by 2. Now taking it to the inverse, like this I am taking, multiplying it, taking it above, so it becomes 2 by root k root pi, 2 1s are 2 2s are. So L you are having 3k. See, here also k again how I can split? Root k into root k. Why we are splitting? Because here in denominator root k is there. In root, if any number is there and you have a whole number, just split that whole number. So one root k get cancels here, so you will be having one root k remaining. So 3 root k divided by 2 root pi. So L value you have got, you have L, you have R, both in terms of k. Substitute in your sin theta. So sin theta is what you have got? R by L. So your R what you have got? K by, so sin theta r by L, your r is what? Root k by 2 root pi divided by L is what? 3 root k by 2 root pi. So when you take like this, when you are dividing, cross multiplying, right? Multiplication if you do, this goes up and this will be in denominator. So how it will be? Root k by 2 root pi into 2 root pi by 3 root k. So your 2 root pi get cancels, your root k get cancels, and you are having only with 1 by 3. So therefore sin theta is equal to 1 by 3. So theta you are getting sin inverse 1 by 3. So for your volume, theta is sin inverse 1 by 3. Now they are telling you to verify it as a maximum. To find maximum you need your double differentiation, right? So we will do that. As your dt by dr we know 1 by 9 2k square r minus 8k pi r cube. You have to differentiate it again. You have to check it, right? So d2 t by dr square, keep your 1 by 9 as it is because it is constant. Differentiating 2k square as it is, we are differentiating with respect to r, so only we have to differentiate r differentiation is 1, minus keep this as it is 2k pi, differentiating your r cube you will get 3r square, right? So next what I have done, 2k, okay, 2k taking a common from both the side, 1 9 so it is there 2k, and from here 2k, so I'll be having 2k by 9, and here 1k is left, minus here it is 8, so from 8 I have taken 2 outside, means 4 will be remaining, 4 3s are 12, sorry, k I have taken outside, right? So this k won't be there, so I'll be having 12k, 12 pi, and this r square value I'm substituting. R square value is what? K by 4 pi, then 4 1s are 4 3s are 12, so I'm having 2k by 9, and here I am having k minus 3. Here see pi also get cancelled, so I'm having 3k. So if you multiply, so see you're having k minus 3k, Okay, k minus 3k is minus 2k only. So whatever you get, the value you are getting in negative, right? See here, k minus 3 minus 2k, so 2 2 is 4, k square by 9. So at the end you are getting negative, so function is maximum. So here we end, right? Write the sentence same. So sentence here and I have written. So obvious negative means function is maximum. So what we shown, it is true. Thus the volume is maximum at theta is equal to sine inverse 1 by 3. I hope this is clear for you. Please concentrate on these problems. It is this type of questions, it is very lengthy. So just first understand, I have said you 3 steps. First write the given, find, and to verify maximum, minimum. 3 things you keep, then it will be, everything will be clear. And in this part, remember your volume formulas, your surface formula, your height, everything formulas you remember, your circle formula, everything, circumference, your curved surface, then it will be easy for you to solve. I hope this much is clear. We will start with the next topic in your next class. Please pause the video to note it down. Okay, till then take care. Thank you.